Hello and welcome to Sportswithmongha. What is happening? Somebody pinch me, please. Is it the Manchester United we're talking about? The team that we've been struggling in the transfer windows over the last couple of years, but somehow we're in the best transfer show ever. Welcome to this new transfer market update, the first that I'm doing in this season, and for the sure pleasure of this Manchester United transfer market, here we go, guys. Here we go. Drop in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this window. Leny Yoro has done. It's a here we go. Zirkzee has signed. UGARTE has agreed personal terms. Rabiot is the free agent. Everything is falling in the pieces that we wanted. It's just going to be incredible. Finally, we have the players that can actually build this club again. The 18-year-olds, the 17 years old. There's so much momentum, and I'm so pumped to talk about the team, the transfer market. And I hope you, as Manchester United fans, are, even if you're not a Manchester fan, you're just jealous, guys. So don't be jealous. Relax, chill, everybody. Thanks for watching, though. I've got a lot of love for my other videos, from the Formula One, from the Wimbledon, from the Euro as well. So if you want to be on the journey, hit the subscribe button. There's going to be loads of content coming through the FPL, on the transfer market, obviously the games that are going to come thick and fast, and also the Olympics that's going to start. So loads of content coming through for you guys. Hit the subscribe button, and here we go. Leny Yoro. Whoa, I didn't think of that, but Manchester United complete the blockbuster Leny Yoro transfer in a huge statement of intent. Manchester United have landed signing of Leny Yoro, who becomes their second summer recruit, with the teenage defender joining from Lille for an initial £52 million. And that's interesting. This saga has continued for quite a while, guys. The French defender has signed a 5-year contract until June 2029 with the option to extend for a further year, with the initial pay of £52 million, with a potential further up to 6.7 payable in add-ons, so a total deal of £58.7 million. Euro is 18. Can you imagine? He's just 18 years old. He's just played 60 first team games for Lille and was named Ligue 1's team of the season last year. Like, he is set to join Manchester United squad immediately and will be involved in the club store in the US, with the players flying next week for the 2-week trip. And it's been a saga. We have to understand that Manchester United right now have the people in place to get things done. Dan Ashworth is there. We have Omar Barada making the choice. Sir James Braithwaite is there. Ratcliffe is doing, the Ineos group is putting the right pieces of the puzzle that we've been missing. And we have fought against the giants, guys, here. Manchester United got the player from Real Madrid. He had, so this is the interesting saga, guys. Lille agreed the terms of Manchester United because Lille and Yoro's deal was ending. And this was the thing, like, Lille were keen to cash in with the defender, having 12 months to run on his deal and have banked a huge profit on the teenage sensation who would become United's second major signing of the summer. So Real Madrid was waiting for the contract to end in 2025 and then actually go for the deal and get him on a free agent. So, and he wanted to go to Real Madrid, but then Lille basically said, hey guys, we need to make some profit. Help us as well. And with the 52 million, of course, it's pure profits for Lille. It's a big signing for Manchester United. It's a big signing. It's a huge signing for Manchester United. Lille defender Leny Yoro has completed his move to Manchester United in a deal worth up to £58.7 million. It was thought Real Madrid were the Frenchman's preference, but United worked hard to convince the 18-year-old to joining after agreeing a deal. And that's important. Yoro has signed a 5-year real contract at Old Trafford with the option to extend for 12 more months. And that's what I said. Yoro signing for a club with the stature Yoro said, signing for a club with the stature and ambition of Manchester United so early in my career is an incredible honor. Since my first conversation with the club, they set out a clear plan for how I can develop in Manchester as part of the exciting project and showed a lot of care for me and my family. I know about the history of young players in Manchester and feel it can be a perfect place for me to reach my potential and achieve my ambitions together with my new teammates. I cannot wait to get started. And this is what kind of makes it interesting, right? Manchester United have not waited for they've gone multiple. They've it's not like they have one target and they're just like focusing on that, and then people can just give we need 90 million or 80 million and you just pay that much of money. Manchester United has been working on 3 deals at the present moment for the centre back. Jared Brathwaite, Bayern Munich's Matthias de Ligt, are all players that still admire. They've not stopped working on these deals, but then they've basically said, we have the capacity to get more players. They were signing 2 central defenders this possible for Manchester United after losing or letting go exits of Rafael Varane, who signs for Como, and Willy Kambawala, who went to Villarreal. And it's interesting, guys. Like, the most expensive teenage signings is the first one is Romo Lavia, who Chelsea got for 58. Anthony Martial, who came from Monaco, similar from Lille's background, in 57.6, and Leny Yoro comes for 58 around. Like, he's the second one if I add the add-ons. But it's a huge statement. Leny Yoro to Manchester United. Here we go. I am just excited to watch Licha next to Leny Yoro. 6'3", a 6'3" Leny Yoro with a 5'7" and a rapid Licha. Lisandro Martinez. Oh my God, guys, this is going to be the best center back pairing for us. Of course, youngster, he will make mistakes. It's fine. I think Manchester United are right now in the build-up that we wanted them to be in the build-up for ages. Waited ages for this build-up to happen, but this is happening now. If you're a Manchester United fan, you have to be excited by this. I am definitely excited by this. Get in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And let's get on the second one. Here we go. Off the man, the myth, the legend, of course, the guy that everybody is talking about, coming from Monaco. Oh yes, guys, I'm talking about the guy coming from Monaco, Zirkzee. Not from Monaco, coming from Bologna. The deal that everybody was excited about is Joshua Zirkzee signing the deal, ensuring and making sure that he actually gets it. It's beautiful. You know, he was one of those players where everybody was just excited for him to kind of come in, because Manchester needed a pairing with Højlund. Rasmus Højlund, the signing last year from Copenhagen, everybody expected him to just score goals, but then they need to have service. Manchester couldn't serve. Like, you were depending on Rashford, you were depending on Garnacho, you were depending on Anthony, McTominay sometimes scoring the goal. So you didn't have like people kind of crossing the ball in first time. You were trying to score themselves. But then if you have players like Zirkzee, Joshua Zirkzee, and Højlund, then you can play off each other. Like, they can complement each other. Højlund runs and channels, like he can run behind a defender. He will run like crazy. And Zirkzee could be the one with the flair, who could do stuff, who could make stuff happen. And that's an interesting point, guys. That's what I feel like Manchester United is headed in the right direction for us to kind of elevate this. Joshua Zirkzee, Manchester United complete the £36.5 million signing of the Netherlands striker from Bologna. I signed a 5-year deal at Manchester United with the option for a further year. United paid Bologna £36.5 million for the Netherlands international, slightly above from the release clause exchange in a favourable, slightly above the release clause exchange above, so that they could have favourable terms. And that's interesting, guys, because Zirkzee, as a 23 years old, scored 12 goals, provided 7 assists at Bologna, qualified for the Champions League last year. So, and you know, this is what Zirkzee said. having had a discussion with the manager and the leaders of the club, I know how exciting the future is going to be here, and I cannot wait to play my part for Manchester United. I am a player who has always dedicated everything to winning. I'm ready for the next channel to go to the next level of my career and win more trophies. It's a privilege to join such an iconic club. I have to take a short break now after being with the national team, but I'll be coming back ready to make an impact straight away. The former, and that's what Ashworth basically said, Ashworth can grow into a world-class player. The former Bayern Munich forward becomes Erik ten Hag's first major signing of the summer. He was the first Ineos signing as well. So that's an important thing to remember for Manchester United, for Erik ten Hag. His summer signing, number one, was a Dutch guy. It's okay, like he knows him and he plays for Bologna. He's played for the Dutch national team. Ruud van Nistelrooy is now part of the Manchester United squad as well. Manchester United are players, guys. Manchester United players of the summer, hopefully. Is UGARTE also coming? But before I get it, but Ruud van Nistelrooy is going to help this boy to kind of get stuff done. Like this guy, it's amazing. It's really good that Joshua Zirkzee can learn from the best. From the best. It's absolutely amazing what I'm seeing here. Joshua Zirkzee can learn a lot from Ruud van Nistelrooy, who's going to help Erik ten Hag with the forwards, basically, in my mind. That's what I feel. And the former Bayern Munich forward becomes Erik ten Hag's first major signing of this summer, and the first signing under the new Manchester United sporting director, Dan Ashworth. Ashworth securing a forward to enhance our already strong group of attacking players was a key aim for this summer. We are delighted and we have managed to sign a player of Joshua's caliber this year in the transfer window. Joshua is an outstanding talent who's ready to make an impact for Manchester United. His ability and desire to grow into a world-class player means that he will create a great addition to the squad that we are building for the exciting season ahead and beyond. Having already achieved a significant amount of his career, we will provide Joshua with a perfect platform to reach the next level under the guidance and support of Erik ten Hag and the coaching staff. We look forward to seeing Joshua thrive at Old Trafford over the coming years. And that's an interesting point, guys. Why is he's huge? Joshua Zirkzee is different. He's at 6'4". He looks like a target man, but he has feet of a playmaker and runs and pace to run the channels. He's 23 years old. He's he's breaking out, and that's kind of, he was in demand. You know, Zirkzee graduated through Bayern Munich's system, had spells with Parma and Anderlecht before joining Bologna in the summer. The forward received limited game time in his first campaign in Serie A, scoring only 2 league goals from 808 minutes. This term, he scored 11 league goals and he's lethal from the left off center region. That's interesting. Zirkzee takes shots from all areas in almost equal measure, but scores most of his goals from the left center area of the penalty box. And that's an interesting thing. So he can curl it really, really well. And he also ranks among the top 5 players in Serie A for creating big chances. I am just excited about this, guys. This is just getting better and better for Manchester United. UGARTE, and we're cooking. Exactly, we're cooking. We're cooking. Manchester United is absolutely cooking right now. But then this only means, this can only mean that we are up for upheaval, or we are ready to kind of make things change. What's interesting, and this is the third one that I'll get into the outgoings as well, that we've been talking about, Scott McTominay, possibly Maguire. We've already let go of Donny van de Beek. Is gone. We've let go of we've had some outgoings of Donny van de Beek is gone. We've had Rafael Varane is gone, Antoine Martial, Brandon Williams, Forson. We sold Alvaro Fernandez for Benfica for 5.1 million. Tom Hiddleston is released. Charlie McNeil, Marcus Lawrence released. Kay Plumlee, Donny van de Beek for 7.6 to Girona, and Willy Kambawala to 9.6 million pounds to Villarreal. So we've had some outgoings, and that's been the concern for us, that Manchester United has not been able to clear the gut as well. But it's been working well. They've had a chance to clear the gut, and that's an important thing. So there has been a cleanup, and we're building for the future, and that's amazing. The player I want to talk about next is a player that everybody's loving and wants to see what happens here. and the name is Manuel Ugarte. Manchester United have agreed personal terms with Manuel Ugarte. Contract terms discussed. Player keen on the move to United, even without Champions League football. Club to club talks continue with PSG as more clubs also inquired. And that's interesting. He has the same manager as Leny Yoro, and that guy's name is George Mendes. And we remember why George Mendes is famous, because he is the manager of Cristiano Ronaldo, who brought Cristiano Ronaldo to Manchester United, and rest is history. But that's an interesting deal, and that's kind of a deal that's kind of being talked about right now in the circles of transfer window for Manchester United. And it's interesting that Manchester United are in the news for the right players at the right time. Like we are doing the business right before everybody's eyes. Like nobody's making such big moves. Like Ian Matson was signed by Wolves a couple of weeks back. No, not by Wolves, by somebody. If I'm not wrong, I'm forgetting the name who signed him. Ian Matson, Aston Villa signed Ian Matson for 37 points from Chelsea. Aston Villa signed, and that was a big name. But I don't think there are any big other names kind of signing here and there. David Raya, of course, to Arsenal from Brentford, but then no big names as such in my mind. Ross Barkley from Luton to moving to coming from Luton. Where did he come from? Douglas Ross Barkley coming to Aston Villa, but then no big name there. But this is exciting, guys. Let's get into this. Let's get into one I will talk about. Ugarte, the final one here. And let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about Zirkzee, about Leny Yoro? Erik ten Hag has his boys finally. He can mold them, he can play with them, and he can do the boss. He is the boss. We have guys. Manchester United have agreed personal terms with Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Manuel Ugarte, according to reports. The 23-year-old could be and his association with the League One champions after just 1 year following a 16 million move from Sporting. Erik ten Hag has welcomed two new faces in the last weeks: Joshua Zirkzee from Bologna and Leny Yoro from Lille. And he would want to play. He would want to get the guy in from PSG as well. And that's an interesting thing, that these guys are ready to make the jump for Manchester United. Of course, Ugarte is a deal that's been talked about. It's a midfielder deal, so hence we make a change. So it helps to move out of. We have Menu. Menu is just like world class. Casemiro is possibly going to Saudi. We are talking about Maguire possibly leaving as well. We're talking about McTominay possibly leaving as well. So there is space in the club right now. We're kind of clearing out the gut. There's talks about Lindelof also leaving. So we gave Evans a 1-year contract so he can work and learn and allow Yoro to kind of come of age and understand and play. And that's better to have options, right? We will be playing Europa. So, and this is going to be interesting, that for us to kind of get some coverage in midfields, and because we saw that if Bruno couldn't play or Casemiro dropped or Meno couldn't play, like we just completely lost our shape. We couldn't play the game. A lot of positives all around from Manchester United fans. Hit the comment section below. Let me know, what do you feel? Do you feel there are more clubs, more players that we want? We've understood that Rashford is not wanted by anybody. He didn't even go to England, so he's not going to get sold. Anthony, okay, we shouldn't have paid 80 million for him, but then this was like the old management style of just focusing on one player, not going for multiple options. One big outgoing definitely has been of Mason Greenwood, who goes to Olympique Marseille, and he will play with or for the Brighton manager De Zerbi, the ex-Brighton manager, I should say. And that's going to be interesting as well. There's a 50% still on clause as well on that deal. I feel there's a lot to kind of come and happen. Let me know in the comment section below what do you think. It's been a long video, but we are back to the transfer market. Manchester United, here we go. We are back and we are bang in right in the center. Let's go. Let me know in the comments below what do you think. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, hit the like button to be updated for more videos. Share it with your friends. Share it with Chelsea and Liverpool fans. Tell them we have incomings, guys. Thanks, guys. See you. Peace.